Good evening, YouTube. I'm terribly sorry that Tech Talk Tuesday is up a little bit late. I have been doing business for the team and things like that. I'm trying to prepare interesting content for you guys to watch. Now, today we're going to be discussing these two cards. Royal Prison and The Huge Revolution is Over, also known in the OCG as Huge Revolution Reversal. Let's talk about Huge Revolution Reversal, The Huge Revolution is Over. It seems to be an extremely short print common, which is quite understandable for what its powerful effect is. Now, it's a counter trap, which means only things like Solemn Judgments and Seven Tools and Dark Bribe can get over it. What it states is, when a spell card, trap card, or effect monster's effect is activated that destroys two or more cards on the field, not your side of the field like Starlight Road, but the entire field, including your opponent's, negate the activation and banish it. So basically, if they synchro into Scrap Dragon, and they go, activate effect to destroy my card to destroy your card, you go, play Huge Revolution Reversal. It will negate Scrap Dragon's effect, and it will remove it from play, which will be freaking major pluses for you. Other such cards it works against are Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Lightning Vortex, things like that, you know, just general multiple destruction cards. I reckon this card could potentially replace Starlight Road. I know Starlight Road gives you the plus of Stardust Dragon, but if you choose to special summon that Stardust Dragon, they can play Solemn Warning against it to negate your Starlight Road and F up your plays. So yeah, that's where Huge Revolution is Over. I think, in my personal opinion, is going to replace Starlight Road, because you have to make slots in your extra deck space for Starlight Road, and as you know, synchros are becoming more and more obsolete as the sets of Exceeds get released. So that's why I think The Huge Revolution is Over is going to be better. Now we move on to the card Royal Prison. Now what Royal Prison is, it's a continuous trap card, that's a rare, seems to be semi-short print. I don't see a lot of people pulling these out of their boxes. You'll probably get one, maybe two out of a box. I know we only got a couple ourselves. It says, monsters cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. It's a continuous trap, which means it permanently stays on the field. So, it F's up plays like plants and zombies, especially in my junk deck, because it stops you special summoning from the graveyard, absolutely, period. Even under the own monster effect, e.g. Quillbot, Hedgehog, Glot Bolt, Play Spreader, Zombie. Those cards cannot bring themselves back from the graveyard because of the fact of Royal Prison negates all special summoning from the graveyard. You can still target cards in the graveyard, don't get me wrong, so you can remove things for your BLS and your Chaos Sorcerer. But what I'm saying is, you can't play Monster Reborn and bring back a monster from the graveyard because Royal Prison shuts that down. These two cards are both from Order of Chaos, the latest set. Royal Prison combined in Gravekeepers with a Necro Valley could seriously harm most decks in this current format, because a lot of things are special summoning from the graveyard. I can potentially see Royal Prison becoming a very good anti-meta based card. So basically you flip this when they remove a Dandelion, a Lone Fire Blossom, a Glot Bulb to special summon their Spore, or even when they try to special summon Spore. You flip this, they don't get the summon, they still have to pay the cost. So they mill one card for Spore, for Glot Bulb, sorry, or they remove a card for Spore. The cost is not negated. Costs, as far as I'm aware, can never be negated. And they just don't get the summon. So be very careful with this card. If you do special summon from the graveyard a lot yourself, I do not recommend using this card in more than a pair. Never use a playset. I would recommend a pair and only activate them or side them in when you're sure it would not interrupt your plays. Whereas Huge Revolution is Over, on the other hand, has no real drawbacks apart from the fact of it needs two cards on the field to be destroyed at once. So if it gets targeted by an MST, it can't activate. But even then, it's a 1-for-1. They're using MST to get rid of one of your back row. So they're obviously negating 1 from the hand or minusing from the field. It's not really a minus MST, but you get the idea of they could have hit one of your more vital cards. So with Royal Prison, it also locks out the likes of Junk Synchron. You go normal summon Junk Synchron, you cannot special summon at level 2 Doppel Warrior or Quillbolt Hedgehog from the graveyard. A Huge Revolution is over, just works fantastically, I might add, against a lot of destruction cards. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for now. I'm Vin Nexus, Teamwataponuk, and I'm signing out. Peace.